Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Tarot Spinning. My name's Kathy and today we're going to do what I call a quick spin, and this will be for the week ahead. So I've got some cards here. I'm going to put 6 out and we'll see what we've got. We'll do a spin and see what's coming in for the week ahead for everybody. This is a new deck for me, so I'm looking at, I've done a bit of study on it, but I think it'll be good. Two more, we're away. Hello, there they go. Okay. Let's see what we get. And this is of course a one-off reading, and it will be the anchor. So card 35, the anchor. So the anchor, it is to do with, it's a bit of a burden. It's a little bit of a burden card, as in something, you're anchored to something, you're stuck to something. There's a weight hanging off you, and we shall get some tarot and we'll dive in a bit deeper and see what this is to do with. Okay. A bit more information on the anchor for the collective, please. More for a couple more cards for this reading, for this deck. Oh, okay, I think that might be good. Rightio. Now, we've got the Hermit, we've got Death, we've got the Chariot, we've got the Page of Pentacles. Just going to pop these up now we've sorted them out. There's our first lineup. So, the Hermit's usually the journey within, and with the Death here beside it and the Chariot, we're getting into that, there's been quite a big change that's coming through. You have been doing inner work, shadow work, soul searching, whichever way you want to put it into your reference it suits. The inward journey is coming to a bit of a close, in the sense of it's not going to ever come back into play, but for the time being it's time to come out of that energy and to move forward. And as the Death signifies the ending of that stage for the moment, you're moving forward with the Chariot, moving forward into, you know, a different sort of energy on some level, that as much as the soul searching and the inner shadow work, the dark side, whichever way you want to put it, when it comes through with that energy that you've gone in within and looked and found or worked on some issues within yourself, the Death signifying that energy is changing and moving forward, with the Chariot being that's going to help push it forward and move it forward. Page of Pentacles, well, a bit of news and information coming in to do with and around money, and I sort of feel it's definitely to do with your job, your income, your abundance, your, you know, you could be, you know, even studies and things. There's a bit of news and information coming in around. It could be a side gig, a second job. I'll put a few more cards out and see what else we've got. We've got the Nine of Swords, Strength, the Page of Swords, and the Four of Swords. So that Nine of Swords is that dark night of the soul, shadow work. It's all that energy. It's the same vibe, because it can be when you go within and look within. it sometimes can have a bit of anxiety and a little bit of, you know, mild depression, all that sort of stuff all plays into that energy, because you're going into the underground, into the depths. So you're digging and searching deep, and that energy is there moving into the strength now. So you've gone through, you know, you've walked through the valley of the shadow of death. No, that's not that biblical, but you know what I mean. You've walked through the shadowy landscape, and now the strength's coming into play with that beautiful bit of really nice goldy, bright yellow sunshine that depicts in the background compared to the background of that card. It's just, you know, yin and yang, black and white, completely black to gold. Page of Swords is a bit of news and information coming in about this situation that we're looking at there, or that bit of change coming in. Here's a little bit of rest. So you've still got to, as you're coming out of this, you've still got to remember to do a little bit of rest. A little bit of TLC is needed on a level of just making sure your energies aren't too depleted and down, because you've been through quite a big change there with that death card. It was quite a big in-depth situation that you went through on a personal level, on an inward level. All right, we're going to just get a few more cards now to go back over the top for this read. Get a few more. Okay, we'll just stop right there. I'll cut this in case we need some more, but we'll see what we get. Okay. We have Temperance, which is the balance. The Page of Pentacles, which we have just here as the Page of Pentacles doubling up. We have Death doubling up again over the back there. Different picture, but still pretty cool. Okay. The Ace of Pentacles, which is that energy that I was talking about that's coming and is coming in. The Two of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. So we won't read these just yet. I'll leave them just sitting down. We'll just continue on with these guys so I don't get too far ahead of myself. Too carried away there. Okay. This is Temperance coming in, and she's the balancing act as she depicts in this card too. You can see the way she's got her leg up. I know in the other decks she has a few. It's an angel, you know, with the water and the foot in the pond and all the rest. But in this one, it's that balancing act, and it's the balance coming back in after you've been through the shadowy situation. The balance is coming back in. Here's that Page of Pentacles, and he's flipping a coin here. There's a bit of a coin toss, which is quite funny. The reading I did the other week, I did a coin toss, so you'll have to have a look and see the coin toss, the heads or tails, but this just reminded me of it. And there's a path here that's going off down into a different direction. He's got the map out, and he's flipping a coin, and he's working out which way to go. So that's got that feeling there that there could be a couple of options in front of you that, oh, maybe this, maybe that. But there's the Death card again, and the Death card is quite welcome in this instance because you're breaking out of this heavier energy of the anchor, and it's quite good to see the Death card coming back in to reaffirm that is you're breaking the chain, and that anchor's going to, you know, just like they say in the movies, you know, cut the rope and let that anchor go. It's going to drop off. And there's this new energy coming in with this new idea or a new path being presented. It feels like it's being offered to you from this card. It feels like they're offering. Here's the balancing of the money. But in this card, in this particular deck, it's always the money is balancing up. And see how she's got the pentacles up above her. That means that the money is balancing up. There's no juggling act. It's actually rising up and coming, like, getting better. And, of course, we've got the Queen of Pentacles beside it to just reaffirm that. Sitting on her throne, she's the earth queen, and she's got all the harvest. Everything's dripping out of the trees behind her there, but at the end of the day, she's small luxuries, a little bit of extra money, treating yourself and giving yourself a little bit of a special treatment that you don't usually do. And then we've got the Ten of Swords. So that is a bit of that, still that the ending of that cycle's coming and finishing, the one that you wanted to see the back of. So that Ten of Swords, that energy is leaving you. It's the completion of all that mental energy that you've had to go through when you went into that inner shadow work. That's the finishing of it, and it's leaving. The sun's coming up in the background, and it's showing the new day's dawning, and that new way is coming in. And you've got the Magician. Well, of course, the Magician is you've got everything you need in front of you. You've got all your tools on the table. You've got all the magic in your hands, and you've got that divine spark in there, that spark there. So even the cat's impressed. So at the end of the day, the Magician is just reaffirming that whatever this opportunity is that's being offered, or you're thinking of doing, or because it looks like it's being offered, because I have that, the offering, this looks like the offering, and he's flipping a coin. That's made me think that you have a choice there, that there could be a bit of a two-way thing. But the Magician's going to just reaffirm the situation is that whatever it is you're going to look at embarking on or going into, you are well and truly your master of what's ahead of you. You're going to be able to do it. You're virtually getting a bit of a pat on the back to say you've got this in the bag. You can just move forward and go in. We'll just chuck a few more up just to be a bit, why not? Oh, there's the Tower. 10 of Wands. The Chariot, reaffirming the Chariot again. And the Emperor. Oh, there you go. You guys rock. Okay, the Tower, of course, the Tower moment comes in. And as she's got in this card, she's got that really smug look on her face. And she's virtually she's pretty proud of herself. So again, this is that energy coming in. Once you've come out of that, into the balance, and this is you now, where you're standing there and you're sort of like, yeah, you're a bit bulletproof here. So I like that feeling. Very confident, a little bit of overworking here with that 10 of Wands. But that's where that balance comes in, and the 4 of Swords, that was somewhere there. It's just a little bit of another little comment for me to tell you. Do watch your energy, that you don't overdo it. So still go forward and get into everything, but just make sure you look after yourself a little bit along the way. And there's the Chariot. So this way, that way. So again, it feels like you've got 2 choices. I'm not sure why, but it's just coming back up again with that this way, that way. But I've got the feeling with the Emperor here that no matter which way you go, it's going to work out. See, he's even got this map out in front of him here having a look. So it feels like he's got a couple of choices there. So again, I still feel that choice is going to become relevant. You'll soon see, being a general read, it feels like you'll have a choice of more than one thing you can do. There won't be just one. Anyway, we'll get a bit of Making Magic now. And pop out a few of these. That one's going to have to stay. That one too. To see what else we can get as the last word from Spirit about this nice read for this week ahead. Alright, I'm going to stop here and cut this because I will get them out here so we can do a spin. Spinning tarot without spinning, we've got to have some spinning. So, bit of a big spin today. Got to get cobwebs off that one. Oh, hello. Pointing at me. Hello. Spirit. Heavenly assistance from your angels and guides. Well, of course, they're always there with you, and they're just reassuring to let you know that don't forget, even when you're marching on, we're there with you and we've got your back. My dogs are barking outside, but that's all right. Perseverance. The motivation to keep going despite the odds. So any obstacles come up, as you see with that anchor, that is a little bit of you're breaking away from it. So that's just virtually saying to me that the motivation to keep going despite the odds. So even if there's a hiccup, just keep powering on. There's going to be no problems. Power symbol to create lucky, serendipitous events. Well, it's Felix, and you know what I think about that word. Felictitious. I think it's felictitious. That's what I think. But it's just a power symbol to put a stamp on this to say that the power's there, that is going to be to create lucky serendipitous events. And you've got the triple spiral. Well, don't I just love that symbol? Listening to divine wisdom and joyfully learning life's lessons. So whatever comes in your way and around in your space, Yeah, it's all positive at the end of the day. Really good read. Good week ahead, guys. Moving forward, moving onward and upward. So thanks for popping in, and I'll see you all in the next read. Bye for now.